What's up, guys? This is Greenway291. Oh no, wait. I don't have my usual model right now. And honestly, here, it'll be right over here. What's up? My original, my awesome model. How you doing? Having the classic cocky attitude, or smiling and just having your arms crossed. So, you know. Anyway, you can leave now. Anyway, so I actually have a reason for this video, and no, it's not to announce that I'm doing a VTuber model yet, but I'm doing some test runs, doing some things, because, I wanted to test her out. But as the title implies, this is Follow the Fallen Stars. Now, it is interesting that I chose Alcor, another version of Subaru from the Lost in Memories game, because I have a reason for that. Because I thought he was cool, and plus, I really like the aesthetics, but not the point. Point is that I wanted to discuss this little fan fiction because I do want to get a little more into the ReZero stuff. Do a little more ReZero analysis. I got like one of the side story videos coming up eventually, because Shield Hero's coming out, Dawn, and many other stuff. Also, I'm still behind on my Hero review season 1 and obviously My Hero Vigilantes season 1 review, and oh my god, Demon Slayer. And you know what, I have so much on my plate. Also, Kingdom Hearts, I got a Kingdom Hearts one coming out soon too. Well, maybe not soon, maybe I should clarify. I started working on Kingdom Hearts 2. I have the beginnings of the voice stuff, but I'm getting sidetracked. Apologies, I just kind of ramble when I have no script. Actually, even when I have a script, I ramble. Not the point. The point is that Follow the Fallen Stars is the second project I actually worked on. The first was Kingdom Hearts Saving Life in Another World, because back in, I believe it was 2020 or 2021, I started doing fanfiction work. As, a high schooler, middle schooler, and elementary, I did stories of my own, kind of working on fixing one of my old stories I did from high school. And a few friends showed me ReZero, and that inspired me to continue writing. That was the second inspiration, and this one was to publish it and, do fan fiction work, get better on my writing abilities, my story abilities, and all that before actually diving into my own work. So, I attribute ReZero to be one of the big key components that made me want to write stuff on. And then for the first fan fiction, I really was into the Kingdom Hearts stuff, because that was when Kingdom Hearts 3 had just like wrapped up, and then we had like the DLC, Melody of Memories, and all that fun jazz, and I really just wanted to write Kingdom Hearts and ReZero together. That's why I got like Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora in Kingdom Hearts, which I will do a video on. Two different ones. One, which is going to be something similar to what I'm going to do for a mini series of this. And the second, an actual analysis on, what if Sora was actually in the ReZero world. But anyway, back to topic. So, Follow the Fallen Stars. What is it about, you may ask? As I am self-promoting too, because it's in fanfiction.net, Wattpad, and AO3. So, Follow the Fallen Stars is basically the story of post-Arc 6 Subaru going through the if roots and essentially trying to quote-unquote fix them. I don't really want to give too much spoiler away. That will be for the individual arcs themselves that I will be reviewing, of my own work, being critical, saying what I basically did right, what I did wrong, what could I have improved, what do I think I did okay with, and how, you guys responded. And yeah, so this one's me kind of just talking about the story as more of a non-spoiler manner, and why I kind of went with the way I chose to go about it. So the first thing that probably caught some people's minds is, why this type of story? Honestly, I just thought it'd be fun. I was reading the if roots, because this was before Arc 6, no. This was, I believe, right after Arc 6 just wrapped up. And I thought it would be extremely cool if we had a Subaru encounter his if versions of himself. Pride if Subaru, Greed if Subaru, Gluttony if Subaru, which, by the way, by the time this video is posted, that first chapter should be posted, if not a day later. So it depends on how Future Me works on it. But I mean, Lust was not really a fun one to write. It was a joke. Then I thought, you know what, maybe I could do something with it. But then as I'm writing it, I'm kind of just like, I really hate this Subaru. But yeah, other than that, there was that one, Sloth, Wrath, all of them. I really wanted to do something different. Something more or less, what if other characters meet their alternate selves? Mainly Subaru, because he's the main character of the story. Now, why did I add the Aganawa if? Because that one was a Lost in Memories kind of exclusive. And that was between Slothif and Greedif, because if it wasn't for that, we would have actually gone straight to Greedif. Because, fuck it, we ball. Anyway, the real reason is because I kind of saw the story and I was infatuated with how that Subaru had done things. Let's ignore like the whole thing with him looking like Aldebaran and all that. Let's look at the fact that Subaru, for 20 years, hunted down Betelgeuse, and dude looks jacked as hell. He looks like a genuine badass, and the fact that he's able to fight in this one, like genuinely fight and put up like, maybe he can't still beat Julius. I think that's maybe a limit, but he could put up quite a good fight. I was pretty much impressed. Overall, I mean, it was a really impressive story that I just could not ignore it. And then, there was other questions, and I'll answer some of them. I'll have more of a dedicated one, let's say a Q&A type video, if you guys want it. Or just, put some Q&A's questions down below. I'll compile them. Maybe I might do a post in the YouTube posts, and maybe ask you guys, what would you like me to answer if you're a fan of these stories? Or if you become a fan, you can always ask. But nah, I just thought it'd be quite cool to have main Subaru meet a version of him that didn't die and actually, like, lived for 20 years. And, the fun stuff with that. Now, there was a question I guess I could answer that isn't too spoilery. Why not have Subaru go at it alone? Well, that kind of involves the fact that I kind of got rid of his return by death because, well, I gotta get the stakes a little higher. Also, if I do return by death and no allies, I guess that evens out, but then that would take me a god-awful long time to get the damn thing done. I mean, I could do it, don't get me wrong. I mean, that was an idea I had, but I thought it'd be better if you had allies, get other characters to interact with their alter egos or different versions of Subaru. And yes, I mean, they won't remember this because otherwise it'd break canon like way too damn badly. And I know it's not canon, it's fan fiction, but I want to keep it in a way that can be kind of working, sort of. I mean, just make it like it could be a part of the story. Think of it like the Mushoku Tensei and ReZero crossover that they officially did had, and how, I mean, it's not really canon to either story, but it does it in a way that it could be canon. So, I mean, it's just me wanting to try to stick to the real source, try to keep things more or less concise. Now, what was my favorite part of writing this? I think that'd be a question one of y'all would ask. I'm just kind of going off of just talking about Follow the Fallen Stars, and if ever any route I actually enjoyed writing, it'd probably be Greed If. I mean, I've started writing Gluttony If, don't get me wrong, I think Gluttony If is going to be epic, but I definitely do think that Greed If was my favorite. I think I kind of got burnt out with like the fact that I'm not only just writing this story, I'm writing the Kingdom Hearts X ReZero story, Shield Hero X ReZero, because I had a friend and I kind of fall out, and then Kingdom Hearts and Ben Unique Machine story. Like, dude, it's so many stories. Like, oh my god, I'm surprised I'm even still kicking it. And then obviously YouTube, my own personal work that I barely get into. But I really just like the story of Greed, and I did fumble at the very end. I will rewrite it. Just I do want to make a heads up. or not rewrite it, more like improve the writing. So add a few more things, as well as the fact of, you know, improving Greed If, because I imagine a lot of y'all like Greed If. Am I gonna do other ifs, like other fanfiction ifs, Vainglory if, you know, the school one, or the, well, what was it? There was like one of like female Subaru, and everyone else like gender swap if, and even the new if that came out this year. No. Well, let me put it this way. For the one that came out this year, no, because, well, that's Arc 7 stuff, and I think it gets a little messy when you have Arc 6 Subaru try to help Arc 7 Subaru. It just turns into a damn nightmare. What the hell? Anyway, that's one. Vainglory if. I genuinely wouldn't know what to do there. It's more in the fact that I can do some slice of life chapters, but I can't do an entire arc of it. I think Sloth If, I gotta really commend my friend ReZero, which I'll put his like stories that he's working on in the description below. Like, without him, I don't think these stories would be the best, so I really owe it to you, my dude. Like, you literally helped me be a better writer, and I can't help but appreciate you. So, yeah, I don't think I could do Vainglory if it becomes a little, I could make it into a mystery thing, maybe, but it turns into a bit more of a headache, because, I don't know. I don't think it would be as good as maybe some of y'all think. Or maybe you guys do see that there's potential. Maybe you might be able to convince me, but we're in the final work, so we'll see. Maybe in a follow-up series, like continuation, if I choose to. What other ifs? Fanfiction ifs? I mean, there was one fanfiction that I did wanted to review, or talk about, and slightly give my thoughts on it. It's one if Greed If Subaru had suddenly returned to zero and started back to literally square one. And honestly, it's a damn good if. Like, I recommend it. I'll put it in the description below. But, as well, I mean, yeah, there's also the ReZero watching him die again and again and again. Which, I mean, it was one of the also key inspirations of what made me write Follow the Fallen Stars. But oh my god, I mean, it would be crazy because, like, I mean, if I were to expand it to the other, like, fanfiction ifs, because there is so many of them, I think I would collapse. Because, I'd have to read them first. Second, I'd have to storyboard how I can make it work. And third, I'd have to use, like, specific allies that haven't been there. Because I tried not to give Subaru no allies, because, outside of, well, no, I shouldn't say that. So, yeah, it would be a little too much. Now, if any of y'all want to write it, basically do a fanfiction of a fanfiction, and basically use my story as, oh, this is a part of the Follow the Fallen Stars story, I give you my blessing. I do want to know about the existence of it. I would like to actually read it, too, so, you know, please let me know about that. And, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do it, go for it. It's gonna be a little more for me. I guess the last thing I could ask, or I guess ask in behalf of you guys, is why are the uploads so slow? Why are we kind of just fumbling on timing? Well, because aside of doing YouTube, doing Studio Reverie, which go subscribe to them, and subscribe to me, of course, doing my own YouTube stuff, their stuff, you know, doing 4 different stories, 1 re-edit of a high school story, like actually making it better. And yes, I did publish it, like self-published in high school. No, until I fix it, I will not share it yet, because I want it better, and I don't want you guys to see how high school writing it was for me. But yeah, that, and obviously, like I said, 4 fanfictions and all this, it kind of just went all over the place. Also, when I started this, like, yeah, I did Follow the Fallen Stars, Kingdom Hearts X ReZero, but I did it while I was in university doing my computer science degree, and I was doing it during class when I could, of course. I would pay attention, but if it felt like a lot of downtime, I started writing. And, I had a lot more time back then. And right now, as, work, family stuff, parents, little brother, and all other stuff that kind of goes around with life, and, trying to hang out with friends and stuff. Like, there's so much I got to do, and it kind of cuts into my time. So, yeah, that's why the uploads have been, well, kind of all over the place. And I kind of wish that, honestly, I had a better upload schedule. But, yeah, unfortunately, I think for now, the goal is going to be, Gluttony If is probably going to be really long because of what I'm thinking of how I'm going to approach it. Maybe not. But I know I will say this. Once we reach the halfway point, there'll be like a big, not a hiatus, just a pause. Because what I want to do is I want to write all of the remaining Gluttony If, post them like on a countdown kind of thing, leading up to essentially, I want to do it on when I first published the story. Like leading up to the very first publishing of Pride If. But we'll see. I don't know. Plans could change. Now, am I going to have Alcor appear? Maybe. But, yeah. I thought I'd do a fun little video. Just kind of discussing on this little fan fiction work. Go give it a read. Of course, I will say Pride is kind of, unfortunately, the one of my startup where I started writing. And then I can guarantee you Wrath, it gets better. Like writing wise, and then obviously I improve. I will go back to Pride for sure and fix those 8 chapters by obviously fixing the grammar and then adding more stuff, because I feel like I did Pride's Subaru dirty. And yeah, I hope I didn't spoil too much, but yeah, look, if you guys want Alcor, I do have an idea, because Alcor has an interesting if route, and his thing is a bit interesting. To go over it would mean to talk about Lost in Memory, and I don't think that's the video for this one. But yeah, overall, yeah, this is mostly a promotion video of sorts. I don't know, it's more of a video for me to just ramble about Follow the Fallen Stars. I did wanted to make a video for, well, this, especially on the channel, because, well, it's tied to the name, Green Warrior 291, and there's the channel, Green Warrior 291, so, gotta have of both worlds. But for those for my channel, if you stick around for a little bit, I do want to discuss something on my channel. But other than that, yeah, that's the end of that part of the video. I'll see you later. Please subscribe and give a like, and go read those stories. Now, for those that stuck around, at least for a minute, what's up for my channel? What am I gonna do? Well, gameplay's still in check, but once I do get a VTuber avatar to work that's similar to my, well, here, where are you? To him, once he looks like him, I'll have a different channel that's focused on a lot more on the gameplay side of things, so that way I can kind of separate it. I'll let y'all know on a YouTube post or some YouTube promotion, because, I want to obviously promote my own stuff. But, okay. Thank you, my friend. Oh my god. Okay. That'd be one. But I'll still do gameplay videos. I really do enjoy editing those. Second, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2 is coming up. And that's because I should have had it done last year. And to be fair, I kind of was scared of doing it, because it is a big damn game. And, yeah, and then moving to a different house also made it difficult to do videos. But no excuses. I will get that done. The goal is to get it done by September, October. November is the latest. I would be unacceptable any past November. And I mean November 1st. But that's one big video I'm working on. The second big video is another Among Us video, because this was the last one we did for like a 2-hour one, condensing it to another one. So I want to make it a really good Among Us videos, because, well, I really work. Well, we had fun with my friends, my college friends, plus my high school friends, and honestly, I kind of want to make more of my edits. I will be streaming, by the way. I'm just testing this out to kind of see how this goes. But there's also going to be Demon Slayer content. There's 2 different types of Demon Slayer content I'm going to do. One is doing a bit of analysis, kind of like what if Mitsuri fought Upper Moon 5 and Muichiro fought Upper Moon 4, or will continue to fight Upper Moon 4, or what if another Hashira had gone to fight like in the Mugen Train. Obviously there's videos that already have that, but I'll try to put my own spin in the matter. And also, like, without the marks, who really is the strongest? Well, second strongest, third strongest, because we all know who the hell the first strongest is. And also gonna do the same if all the demons had like equal amount of power, who would realistically win. Like, that's the first type of videos, but that will be delayed because I gotta do Demon Slayer Season 2. It's gonna be 2 different videos for that one, for the review. First is Mugen Train, which will be like a movie review, but it will follow the same format as Season 4, I believe. It'll follow the same format in the review. It's not necessarily specific things like character, audio, and visuals, and opening. Like, that stuff, I'm not going to have it a lot in that because, well, Mugen Train has a different kind of thing that I'm reviewing for. Because most of the stuff is already covered in Season 1. They really don't have too much of a change outside of, like, Tanjiro, Rengoku, maybe Zenitsu, and Inosuke to a degree. But, yeah, I mean, you'll see it when it comes out. I already have, like, the script on the works. Gonna do another Star Wars content, because, let's see. After rewatching Episode 3, it reminds me that, despite how much I hate Disney Star Wars, I still love Star Wars in the end. And so I'm going to do Episode 1 review, sort of. You'll see. And lastly, My Hero. Now, we did have the final season trailer come out. So Season 1 is on the works. It's not going to be as long, luckily, because it's 13 episodes, like Vigilantes. However, once I get past that, Seasons 2, 3, 4, 5, and, well, yeah. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not going to be fun. Because Season 2 is the best. Season 3 is also pretty damn good. And Season 4, I guess it's okay. Season 5, I mean, My Villain Academia? Yeah. My Villain Academia is probably the highlight of that season. But, yeah, those are the big projects I'm working on. Like, obviously, I'm trying to work hard, but so much stuff is worked. If something doesn't happen, I'll probably do like what I did for the Arc 9 stuff, where I'll just have gameplay footage that this one will definitely match with what I'm trying to talk about, so that way at the very least it feels cohesive. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been Warrior291 signing out. Peace.